Hello, guys.
Happy
Welcome.
Sunday.
Welcome to another day with The Good Life with Bob and my wife, Newly. Lori is her name. So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna have my wife taste my cooking, my food. Today I made some New Orleans style red beans and rice with smothered breast of chicken and some yam souffle. So I'm going to go into what it took to make this meal first, and then we're going to go ahead and taste this meal. And she's going to tell you exactly what she thinks, honestly, about this meal. Okay? So first of all, we're going to go into what it takes to do this. All I do is I do a pound of Magnolia red beans, Camellia red beans, and I cook the Camellia red beans to a certain consistency that we're used to in New Orleans, and you'll see in a minute what that consistency is, because you don't see it a lot. I don't think when we make red beans in other places that we cook them long enough. So I'll let you be the judge of that, what they look like. You can't see what they taste like, but to us, this is the way we do it, and this is the way we like to see it in New Orleans. And we're doing a different thing. We're doing brown rice. Now, a lot of people are afraid to cook brown rice. Brown rice is very easy to cook, and it comes out perfectly every time if you cook it like you're cooking spaghetti. Okay, so all you do is put the amount of rice you want in a pan, in a saucepan, and fill it with water. Okay, fill it. Doesn't matter how much water. You fill it, and then you cook the rice until the rice is cooked to the consistency that you like, and then you pour off the water, and that's it. It's cooked. Okay, you can test it just like you test spaghetti. Okay, now what we do a little differently with the smothered breast of chicken, instead of fried chicken, this is a delicious alternative to fried chicken, and I think your family would love it. It tastes great. So all we do is what I'll do is sometimes I'll let the chicken kind of marinate in some spices and just water. Put it in the refrigerator, and then I'll put it in the pan. We'll put a little. What I'll do is I'll put a little avocado oil, and I'll do a small amount of sauteing it in that oil, and then I'll add in the red peppers, green peppers, onion, and I'll let that kind of marinate and cook together for a minute, maybe about 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes together. And then I'll pour on about a half cup to a cup of water, depending on your taste. I'll put in some more, and with this I use a chicken base, chicken and salt based seasoning. I'll put it in there, and then I'll put the top on it and let it cook. And you'll see in a minute how tender this chicken comes out, and it comes out absolutely delicious. Okay, yams. A lot of people, we cook yams different ways, but I just kind of got to where, and I had to learn this, how to cook yams. And all we do is cut up the yams. You don't have to put water because they have enough water in them. You put them in the pan. Sometimes, and I think I'll do this more often than not, I'll make a butter and sugar and cinnamon sauce in the pan first, and then I'll put the raw cut potatoes in, put the top on, just let them cook. And within about 30 minutes, I think you'll get the consistency that we've got here. And they're absolutely delicious. Okay? So, I'm going to put all of this in the directions
in the comments.
In the comments, not the comments.
The description.
And the description. Yeah, I've got. See, I could actually show you all of this stuff if I knew how to edit and all of that stuff, but I don't do any of that, so I have to cook it in advance, and then I have to kind of remember what things are. But like I said, I'm going to put this detail in the description for you. I don't know if there's anything I left out. We use let's see here. No, I think that's about it. So, like I said, I'm going to put this stuff in the description for you so you'll be able to follow and be able to make it if you want to make it. But right now, we're going to taste this. And I think the more important thing is the consistency of these red beans, because when you see red beans, and we just saw some from some of these other places, they're not this consistency. So without further ado, I'm going to let you take a look at this. Hopefully you can see it. And so here you go. So we're going to look at this, and we're going to get it a little closer, and you'll get to see the consistency and the gravy-like consistency on the red beans. So let's go ahead and we're going to taste this. Laura's going to put some on her plate. I'm going to taste it from here, but we're going to taste this, and we're going to let you know. I'm going to let her tell you what she thinks of this meal that we put together today as a Sunday meal, and I think she's going to take this for her lunch tomorrow to work. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, first, what I think you all should know about red beans and rice is that growing up in New Orleans, this was a Monday staple, and you'll find that it still is. A lot of people still have red beans and rice on Mondays. If you go to the various restaurants, they're always on the menu on Mondays. And usually you'll find they're with pork chops or fried chicken, smothered chicken. So yeah, that was a Monday thing in New Orleans.
Yeah, it is. And I thought about making some cornbread, but I said, well, we don't need any cornbread, because what we're trying to do is keep this simple and keep it healthy. And the chicken is the key here, because the chicken, and you can substitute this for fried chicken, and I think your family would they wouldn't miss the fried chicken, okay, if you did the sauteed smothered chicken. So I'm going to taste some of this myself and see what it tastes like, but I'm going to let Laura tell you what she thinks.
Now, I've tasted the chicken first, and I must say, it's actually pretty good. It's tender, seasoned fairly well. Bobby knows that I like my chicken fried a little bit first, so this is pretty good. Like I said, really tender. And now, as far as the red beans are concerned,
I mean, if you
they're
look at
good
this,
too.
I mean, if you look at this chicken, now this is smothered chicken, well, and like I said, you'll see this a lot of times with red beans and rice with fried chicken. But if you want to do it a bit healthier, a lot healthier, as a matter of fact, do it this way, and I guarantee you, your family would love this. Okay, instead of the fried chicken. Okay. That's good.
Pretty good.
That's really good. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that's really, this came out really good. This took this entire meal, red beans, chicken, yams, took just because it takes the red beans to cook a little longer. These red beans will take an hour and a half to cook, okay, to get the consistency that we have here, okay. And we like it like this. We say let these red beans cook. Don't stop them midway and have this watery type of intact red beans. Let these red beans cook down to a nice creamy, because that's what, right? They're supposed to be, they're creamy consistency. And a lot of times I don't see that. But, you know, this is the way we did it in New Orleans. We made sure these red beans were cooked to the consistency that they were creamy. Okay, and that's what this is. These are creamy red beans, and they taste absolutely delicious.
Now, you just said an hour and a half, but I find to really get them cooked well, it takes a little bit longer than that, like maybe 2 to 3 hours.
But
When I cook mine, that's how long I used to let them cook.
but it didn't. But it doesn't take that anymore, and I'll go over that because what happens is what we'll do is we would take the red beans and we would put the red beans in the refrigerator to sit overnight.
I was going to mention
To
that
let
too.
them kind of open up, okay? But what happens when you do that is when you go to cook them, they're cold, freezing cold. Inside, the water is cold, and you put those red beans on the stove, and it takes an hour and a half before they cool, before they warm up to start cooking. And then you got to take another hour and a half to get the consistency. So if you don't do that, you take the red beans, you put them in a saucepan, you pour in cold water, and you immediately put them on a low fire and let them start cooking. There's no need to soak them. No need whatsoever. I see them, and we tested it. The flavor doesn't change. So there's no need to soak them in cold water because it just takes longer. These red beans today, and Lori didn't know it, but they were ready within an hour and a half. And she thought they weren't. And I said, they're ready already because we started cooking them, and it started the cooking process much faster if we did not have them in the refrigerator. So just remember that now. I mean, most people don't do that anyway, I don't think. They just let them sit. Now, if you want them to soak, let them soak at room temperature on the stove for maybe an hour with whatever spices you want in it. If you want to kind of infuse them, if it'll do that, and then start to cooking. But don't do it in the refrigerator because it takes a longer time for them to cook. Okay, so I'm gonna taste the yams. Because these yams, I mean, what I did with the yams today is because I had these large potatoes. So what I did was today, I actually soaked the potatoes a bit and let them cook to soften up a bit. To remove the skin and to soften up a bit. And that's how we got the mashed potato consistency instead of the whole yams, because they broke down a lot quicker. But the flavor is still there. So we're gonna taste these. I'm gonna taste these yams and see what they taste like, because that's actually the first time I've done that. So I'm gonna taste these yams and see what they taste like. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh man. Taste it,
Let
baby.
me just
Oh
try.
my God. Yeah. Just taste that.
I'm not a big yam eater.
Oh, but you gotta
So,
taste.
let's
Yeah.
see.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Not bad.
I mean, not bad, or are they? I mean, they taste. I mean, they absolutely taste great to me. They look great. They look. I mean, look at that goldeny kind of. They look great. The way we cook them, and they actually taste pretty
They're
good to me.
actually good. I mean, they're sweet. You can taste the cinnamon in them.
Oh my God, this chicken with the if you can see the red pepper, the green pepper, and onion, makes it taste absolutely. I wish you guys could taste this. If you did that with that chicken, I guarantee you, your family will not miss. I mean, this has a little kick to it with the pepper. They will not miss fried chicken. I promise you. And this is a lot healthier than fried chicken. Oh my God. Oh goodness, this is so good.
And one other thing too with the beans, if you want, you can add some seasoning meat to them, some ham, sausage.
Yeah, we'll usually I don't do it because Lori won't eat it. But
I won't eat it all.
She won't eat the andouille sausage. But I'll usually do an andouille sausage in it mixed with andouille sausage or and a turkey sausage in it, in the red beans. Doesn't do much for the flavor. It's just added protein in it that you can put in it. But what adds to the flavor to this is what you can choose which one you put. I'll do olive oil in these red beans in place of the bacon fat or anything like that, which we used in New Orleans. Olive oil or avocado oil takes the place of that, and it gives you the same flavor, and it helps with that consistency in the cooking process to get these red beans to where they're creamy, okay? So you can use either one of those to put in your red beans in place of doing any type of animal fat, okay? And it tastes absolutely wonderful. Same thing, a lot healthier, but we look at doing healthy, simple meals. Quick and simple, hour and a half, 2 hours at the most, you've got this meal. And if you want to add cornbread to it, we'll make a cornbread from the box, usually a Jiffy cornbread. Yep. Mm-hmm. And that takes, within doing this, you got an hour and a half, you got smothered chicken breast with yams, red beans, and rice. And if you do the brown rice is a lot healthier than the white rice. We don't eat a lot of rice anyway, but if you like rice, try the brown rice. Don't be intimidated with cooking the brown rice. Again, if you just cook the brown rice the same way that you cook spaghetti, okay? You put the brown rice, a half a cup, a fourth of a cup, whatever, in a saucepan, fill it up with water. It doesn't matter how much water. Let it boil until you see that rice puffing. It gets to the consistency that you want, and then you just simply pour the water off, and that's it. You've got your brown rice. It's not the same. It's almost, you cannot mess up brown rice because I find that a lot of times when you cook white rice, sometimes you end up getting this gummy, this overcooked rice. That almost never happens with brown rice. If you cook it like you cook spaghetti, it almost never happens. And you get a good rice. It tastes good. It's a good nutty flavor. So I think your family would like that also. If you like the white rice, you can cook white rice the same way. You can also cook white rice the same way that you're cooking spaghetti also. But most of us, you know how you cook your white rice. So most of the intimidation comes with the brown rice. So we just want to bring you that. We're going to bring you some more of our take on the different venues of food from different places. But today, we wanted to bring you our food, the way we cook it and the way we eat it, okay? So like I said, I'm going to put this in the description, and you'll know how to make all of this. And we will see you guys, but we want you to like,
subscribe, and comment.
Let us know what you think about our videos so that we can bring you more. Or tell us what you think we need to do differently. But we will see you guys on the next video.
Bye, guys. Hope you all have a great Sunday.